Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a brow tutorial for you. Step one for your brows is you always want to comb them through. So I'm just going to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills number 12 brush. It looks like this. It's just got like this little tip right here that I use for my brows with powder or with the pomade, whatever you want to use. That little tip. And then on the other side it has this little spoolie, so you can brush through your brows with this. So first you're just going to want to brush your brows all in the same direction. Okay, like that. And you can see I have some, spaces in my brows where there's no hairs to fill in, so that's what I'm going to be filling in today. I'm going to use the Lorac Take a Brow little kit here, and it's just powder product. So it comes with, kind of just slide out, the product like this, and a lighter brown color right here, and then it's got the darker brown here, and then this bottom is just wax. And that's just going to help your brow hair stay in place. It also comes with a little brush, but I don't use the brush. I just use my Anastasia one. So that's what that looks like. I really do like this, this brow product so far. I got it a few weeks ago and I've been using it a lot, and I really like it. It's good. So this is what we're going to use today. So after I went ahead and brushed through my brows with the spoolie end of my Anastasia Beverly Hills brush, what I do is I go ahead and take the wax and I put that through my brow. And this is just going to hold all the hairs in place. And it'll make it easier to apply the product because the hairs aren't going to be all over the place. They're just going to be in one direction. So I love using a wax first and then applying the product. It just makes it so much easier. Okay, so now we've put in the wax, so my hairs are like not going anywhere. Then I'm going to go ahead and dip my brush into the dark shade. And you're just going to start at the ends. You want to put the darker color towards the end of the brow. And then you kind of just want to like go with the hairs. So whichever way the hairs go, you kind of want to just follow that. And I just do it, kind of just like tap it on there and do it lightly. You don't want to just like go back and forth or anything. You want to go with the hairs. And you kind of just follow the shape of your natural brow. I usually get mine threaded. And I always have the girl shape them a certain way. So this is just how I like them shaped. And then the tail of the brows right here, you just kind of want to follow that down. So there, I did from about here down, just to make sure everything's filled in. And then I go ahead and I take the light shade in the palette in a little kit, tap it off, and I go in and start filling in the top part. And I kind of just see these hairs grow different direction than these hairs. So the hairs in the front of my brow grow up, and these hairs grow more to the side. So you just want to follow the hair. So I just kind of go up here. And this is a lighter shade. I don't want my brows to look too harsh, which is why I use a lighter shade in the front. It'll just make it look more natural, as opposed to like a really heavy dark shade. So you just kind of want to follow the hairs naturally. Just make it look like you're just actually adding hair. You want it to look like hair. You don't want it to look like product in your brows. That's not cute. And then you kind of just want to go up to make sure everything is filled in. It doesn't have to be completely filled in. I kind of like the front of my brow to be like a little bit more bare than the rest, because that's just how they are naturally. So I try to make it look natural as possible. Okay, and then you can see that I have a spot right here where there's no hair. And that's because when I was younger, I actually got chickenpox, and I got a chickenpox right there, and now it's a scar, so no hair grows there. So I like to fill that in. So I go in with the lighter shade, and then I'm just gonna kind of go straight under and follow that natural line of my brows, because I just want to fill it in. I don't want that hole there. Well, here's, and then I kind of just comb it up again. Like that. Okay. So after you've done that, I take this spoolie and I just kind of run that through again, just to make sure the product is really all blended in. And for your brows, you always want to make sure the length is, so if you take your brush and you put it right under your eye like this, like the diagonal part, so your brow should end where the brush is. So that's how you kind of measure your brows. And then so the front of them, you measure from the corner of your eye, and you just go straight up, and that's where your brows should actually start. So they should start at the corner of your eye, and then they should end at this part right here. So mine could probably even be a little bit longer, but for now I'm just gonna leave it like that. So that's just like a little tip in case you don't know how long your brows are supposed to be to frame your face. Okay guys, so I went ahead and filled in both of my brows with the Lorac brow kit that I have. And so now what I do is I usually take a brush. This is just the Bobbi Brown Cream Shadow Brush. So it just looks like this. It's nice and flat. And I'm gonna take my NYX Conceal Correct Contour Kit. I'm gonna go ahead and use this shade right here. It's just a really light skin color shade. And this is how you're just going to clean up your brows. So you just dip it in there. Ooh. So what you're gonna do is take your product and you're gonna go right underneath the brow. Just gonna follow that natural line. So usually you really should do this before you put all your shadow on, but it's fine, I can do it now too. Okay, so you follow the brow and you just wanna make sure it's really cleaned up, and then you're gonna also put it on the top. A little bit more. And you're gonna follow that. And that just cleans anything up, you know, that's out of place. It just makes the brow look more crisp, and I don't know, I just think it looks much, much nicer when it's cleaned up like that as opposed to all messy. So you just follow, it's very easy. You just, this brush is actually great. I highly recommend to use this brush for this. And you just follow the line and just make sure that's all rubbed in. All rubbed in here. And then you can even clean up the edges. And then what you want to do is you want to go in and highlight. So you want to highlight under your brow. So you just take any little brush that you have that you can fit right under your brow, on your brow bone. And I'm gonna go ahead and just take some of this nude shade right here from my Lorac Pro palette. I love using this shade as a highlight shade. It's very pretty and shimmery, and it just really, really highlights nicely. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of that, and then you kind of just want to, just pop that right under the brow, like right under where the arch is. And that just really lifts your brow. So like that. Okay, so now that I have both brows done, the last step is you want to put in a brow gel. So I know Anastasia Beverly Hills makes great brow gels. I know Benefit makes the brow gel that I talked about before, but that's more for when you kind of want to fill in your brows quickly and you don't, that's just very simple. It has product in it and it kind of just fills in your brows. I talked about it before. But this, you could just use a clear brow gel after you have your brows filled in, and it will just lock all of the hairs in place and set everything. So since I actually ran out of my brow gel, I have to go get another one. I am just gonna show you a little trick that I also do. So I'm gonna take my Urban Decay Chill Makeup Setting Spray, and I'm gonna go ahead and take the spoolie side of my Anastasia Beverly Hills brush. And all you do is you just spray that a few times on there. And then you kind of just go through your brows. And it's the same thing. I mean, it just sets them. And you can take hairspray, you can take setting spray. It doesn't matter. But I just had setting spray on my desk right here, so I just thought that'd be easier. So you just run that through your brows like that, and it'll just set them, and they'll stay all day long, and they won't budge or move or anything. There's lots of different ways to do your brows, but this is just a quick and easy way I thought that I would show you guys. I also love to use products like my Dip Brow Pomade in Chocolate from Anastasia Beverly Hills, but this is definitely a more dramatic look because it fills them in a lot more. So this is when I'm going like all out glam, like going out somewhere for the night. I will use this. I will also use like brow pencils. I have a couple of brow pencils and those are really easy to use, and then I have my powders. But since I just got this Lorac Take a Brow Powder and I've really been loving it, I just decided to use this and show you guys this way. So anyway, I really hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, let me know what tutorials you want next. I have a few that I planned. I'm gonna do a hair care tutorial and like how to put in extensions and all that. But I know a few people have been asking for a brow tutorial, so I wanted to get that out for you guys. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and let me know what you think in the comments below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.